Welcome back. You may have caught NBC's new musical comedy, Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist, when it premiered last month. Episode 2 of the series finally arrives this weekend when the show debuts in its regular Sunday night time slot. The show is about a young woman who hears people's innermost thoughts by way of songs. For the series star, Jane Levy, the title role meant a crash course last summer to refine her musical instincts.
It's humbling to learn a new skill like singing and dancing. I come from like soccer. When I was a teenager, I was very serious, and so I'm competitive, and like I like to tackle things head on, and like I want to be good at things right off the bat. It doesn't work like that. You have to be really able to make a fool of yourself, because you will.
Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist returns Sunday night at 8 p.m. right here on Channel 2, followed by the season premiere of Good Girls at 9. Well, today you have a really good excuse for indulging on a really good cheeseburger. That is because it is National Cheddar Day. Cheddar is no ordinary cheese. It accounts for about a third of all varieties sold in the U.S. Cheddar got its name from the English village where it was first made in the 12th century, in case you didn't know. All right, well, that does it for KPRC Channel 2 News Midday. Thank you for joining us. Channel 2 News at noon starts now.
Live from KPRC, this is Channel 2 News at noon.
Right now at noon, police looking to catch a killer. New video has been released in a deadly robbery that claimed a father's life. A closer look at that video and the sketch of the man wanted for that murder. Mayor Sylvester Turner speaks out on who has his vote for the race for the White House. Coming up, the candidate that he's endorsing this afternoon. But first, spring training kicks off not with a first pitch, but with an apology. Houston Astros players publicly commenting on the sign-stealing scandal.
I am really sorry about the choices that were made by my team, by the organization, and by me.
The hometown team apologizing for their role in the scandal and promising to do better and be better in 2020. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Christine Noel. The team is West Palm Beach for spring training this afternoon, but before they could hit the field for practice, they're taking the time to address the sign-stealing scandal and their plans to bring another championship back to Houston. Channel 2 Sports Director Randy McAvoy joining us live with more on their remarks. Hey, Randy.
Hey, Christine, it's been quite the morning. You go back to January 13th. That's when Astros owner Jim Crane made the bold move. He fired then GM Jeff Luhnow and then manager A.J. Hinch about an hour after receiving the Major League Baseball Commissioner's report and the penalties that went along with that. This winter, anything but normal for the Astros organization. A 3-month investigation. Several players dodging questions at the Fan Fest in Minute Maid Park last month. But today, as a team, they stepped up to a man and they admitted those mistakes, that yes, they took part in the illegal sign stealing and have paid the price both on and off the baseball field. Today they opened up and came clean about decisions, what they knew and why they went down that path. Now they have an image to rebuild, and today was a big major first step for this Astros organization and the players involved. Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa spoke inside the clubhouse about an hour ago along with pitcher Justin Verlander. Let's listen in to some of the comments.
But don't forget we're humans, you know, and life is about, you know, making mistakes and learn from that, you know. I guarantee you this is not going to happen again, you know. Yes, we made a mistake, we did what we did, but that doesn't make us a bad person, you know. Like, we're going to learn from this and we're gonna move forward.
We're wrong for everything we did in 2017. It's not what we stand for. It's not what we want to portray as an organization, and we're definitely wrong about all that, and we really feel really sorry.
Like I said, I wish I had said more than I did, and you know, we all have. I think we all can look back and have our own opinions of what happened, and we have to move on. We have to focus on 2020 now, you know, and prepare ourselves to try to win a championship.
All right, about an hour ago inside the Astros clubhouse, Jose Altuve and Carlos Correa and Justin Verlander speaking with the media. Other guys also spoke and linked, guys like Alex Bregman, Josh Reddick, and also a pitcher Lance McCullers Jr. Again, all showing regret and showing remorse as well for what happened over the course of that 2017 season and part of the 2018 season as well. Also, one other topic that was brought up to most of the guys inside the clubhouse, the allegations involving the use or alleged use of buzzers during this recent season during the ALCS. Carlos Correa, all the players involved, all denied any knowledge of the fact that they were not used at all, despite some of the allegations that have been presented their way as well. So a lot going on here at camp, all before the Astros pitchers and catchers even hit the field for the first workout here in spring training. They're out on the field as we speak right now, still finishing up the workout. We're just getting started on our coverage. All kinds of coverage coming up later today at 4, 5, and 6. Also, a lot of interviews you might want to check out on click2houston.com. We got you covered here from West Palm Beach. Live at Astros Spring Training, Randy McElvoy, KPRC Channel 2 Sports.
Yeah, just getting started. All right, Randy, we appreciate the update. Thank you. All right, so we want to turn to our forecast now. It is nice to finally see the sun. It is cool, it is crisp, and again, that sunshine, Eric, is very welcomed after a few days of gloom.
It is. You don't have to find your inner sunshine. You can just look up and bask in a nice bright day, and I think that lifts a lot of people's spirits. It doesn't lift the temperature, unfortunately, too much today. It is going to stay chilly. You'll need that jacket. Kaplan Sinus Relief Camera showing a few clouds out there, a little bit of haze, but 50 degrees, north breezes 18, kind of a brisk afternoon. We should be in the 60s in the afternoon this time of year, but we're not going to make it there. Upper 50s is all we should be able to muster. In fact, some places still checking into the 40s, Brenham, Columbus, Cleveland. As far as our wind chill temperatures, some places still checking in with wind chill numbers in the upper 30s. Thanks to this wind, 21 mile per hour north wind, Wharton, Palacios. That's kind of hang on to your hat type of breeze. Temperatures upper 50s if we get lucky this afternoon. The trend is for a slow but steady climb in temperatures, but we will not make our average high for this time of year. The clouds a little bit holding on in East Texas, but the rain and the heavier cloud cover well to our east along with the cold front. We've got a Valentine's cuddle alert to talk about. To finish up the work week, head into the weekend. We will detail that forecast for all you Valentines out there coming up on the full forecast just minutes away. Stay tuned.
All right, Eric, thank you. Developing this afternoon, police searching for the person who gunned down a father right in front of his own son. Police releasing this surveillance video of the deadly shooting last month in Southwest Houston. A sketch also released 2 key pieces of evidence that police hope will lead to the killer. Channel 2's Vincent Crivelli has the latest in this investigation.
Good afternoon. I just spoke with the victim's son. He saw his father get killed. He says the robber stole their wallets, then his dad asked for his ID back, then the gunman opened fire. Take a good look. This is the face of evil. Houston police say this Hispanic man opened fire on Andres Chan, a 61-year-old father, as he was walking down the street with his son in January.
This murder scene happened during broad daylight in a densely populated area that was surrounded by apartments and local businesses. Shows that these suspects did not have any regard not only for the victim in this case, but also for the community at large.
Detectives say 2 suspects approached Chan and his son. 1 suspect pulled the gun.
During the robbery, they began to demand his property, but our victim was pleading with them not to take my wallet. Please don't take my wallet. The suspect that was armed with a pistol then pushed our victim up against a wall that was nearby and shot him at point-blank range.
Houston police just released this surveillance video. Authorities say it shows the suspects walking down the street wearing hoodies.
They had no regard for anyone around them. They didn't care who they hurt. This whole community now feels unsafe in an area where they are supposed to feel safe, and that's near their homes.
Authorities say the suspects drove off in a silver or tan sedan driven by a third man authorities have not identified.
The victim in this case is a father, a husband, a brother, and an uncle. He was an employee at a local pizzeria, and he was also a member of this community.
And if you know anything about this murder, please let's get this son some justice. Please call Houston Police at 713-308-3600. Reporting downtown, Vincent Crivelli, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Vincent, thank you. Another person in the U.S. has tested positive for the coronavirus. The CDC says the patient is in San Antonio. This brings the total number of coronavirus cases in the U.S. now now to 15. The agency says the patient is among the group of people under a federal quarantine order at Lackland Air Force Base. That group returned on a charter flight to the United States from China on February 7th.
The risk to the San Antonio public remains low, and I want to stress that the individual has been quarantined since arriving at Lackland Air Force Base from the Wuhan province in China, and the individual remains in isolation in a local hospital.
The CDC says it expects to find more cases of the virus in the coming days and weeks. While 195 people were discharged from quarantine on Tuesday, more than 600 people who returned on chartered flights from Wuhan, China, remain under federal quarantine. Turning now to the race for the White House, an endorsement from Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner. Today, he announced that former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg has his vote. In his endorsement, he said, quote, "We need a president who knows how cities run and who will help create economic opportunity for all." Bloomberg will be in Houston tonight for 2 campaign events. He will attend the Harris County Democratic Party's 2020 dinner in downtown Houston. He will also visit the Buffalo Soldiers National Museum, where he will launch Mike for Black America, a movement to engage Black Americans on key issues. A bizarre chase that began at a Whataburger ended with a suspect dead after he tried to run across the East Freeway. This all began around 10 o'clock last night at Whataburger on North Wayside and I-10. Police were called to the fast food joint after a man allegedly exposed himself to an employee there. When they arrived, that man took off on foot, eventually running onto the highway. Police say he was hit and killed by a semi-truck. A desperate search underway this afternoon in Dickinson for a missing 50-year-old woman. Susan Pate was last seen on February 8th. Texas EquiSearch says that she is disabled and in desperate need of her medication that she so heavily relies on. Volunteers out in full force searching for her. Sky 2 flew over that search earlier today. If you know where Miss Pate may be, you're asked to contact Texas EquiSearch. A miracle on a night that could have ended in a tragedy. A toddler nearly drowns in a crowded hotel pool. Coming up at noon, how a group of people helped save his life.
And after a wet, kind of gloomy Wednesday, Thursday shaping up to be pretty nice. It is chilly, but we've got sunshine to enjoy today. Hold off on the umbrellas. You won't need them for a while. We'll tell you when you will, coming up on the full 10-day forecast. But Bill Spencer, today is a good day to get outside and maybe put a roof on a church.
Hey, thank you very much, Eric. Yes, the Spencer Solves It team doing a big job for a struggling little church today, putting a brand new roof on this dilapidated building, this building that has been where the rain has been pouring in for 3 or 4 years now. We're fixing it all up, doing the job live on television. We'll be coming back in just a couple of minutes.
You're watching Channel 2, Houston's home for news.
Welcome back. Our Spencer Solves It team solves problems, and today they're undertaking a big task. A small aging church in Tarkington Prairie has been praying for a miracle for their roof to be fixed. Those prayers now being answered by Bill's Brigade and an area roofing company. Channel 2's Bill Spencer has been at that church near Cleveland all morning long and joins us live with a look at the progress, and it sounds like it's looking great out there, Bill.
These guys have been working really hard, and we've been out here since 5 a.m. doing a heck of a lot of work. Take a look at this really neat machine over here. Turn left here. Alan, my photographer, this is called a roll former. We are actually rolling out the sheet metal part of this sheet metal roof. It spits out the metal, and it's formed into the right panels, and then these panels are placed up on the roof up there. It's really a cool process. It's like we have a miniature roofing company right here. Real quick, this is Gene Lespin, the president of Lespin Roofing and Sheet Metal. Real quick, it's a $20,000 job. You're doing it for free. How come? Why'd you want to do it?
Well, I'm blessed by God, and it's my way of paying him back and being a good citizen and a good person for other people.
You are the best person. You are a sweetheart, Gene. Thank you so much. Yeah, they are doing so much work. Look at the congregation over here. All of them thrilled that we are here. They've been here all morning along with us, watching the progress. Take a look one more time at the roof itself. We are making some serious progress. Look at that. Almost half of the building, it looks like, covered at this point. We're going to be out here till probably 5 or 6 o'clock this afternoon. with all of these hard-working guys. I'm going to get up there on the roof myself, and we'll see you back here at 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock live. For now, reporting live in Liberty County, Bill Spencer, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Wonderful work being done. Bill, be careful out there. Thank you. Well, Bill Spencer is always looking for ways to help out Houstonians. To reach the Spencer Solves It team, call 713-223-TIPS. That number's right there on your screen. You can also send an email to solvesit@click2houston.com. A terrifying situation caught on camera at a hotel in Michigan. A toddler nearly drowns but was miraculously saved just in the nick of time. We want to let you know that this video can be difficult to watch. With more than a dozen other people around, a toddler struggles to stay afloat before he sinks to the bottom of the pool. Seconds turn into minutes before a 9-year-old girl notices what's going on and calls for help. You can see the girl's grandmother get into the pool and pull the 2-year-old up out of the water. In an incredible twist here, there happened to be a nurses convention going on at that hotel. 2 nurses jumped into action with CPR and revived that little boy.
From the child that identifies the 2-year-old at the bottom of the pool, to the godmother that jumps in, and to the nurses that go into action and do what they're trained to do. They are truly the heroes.
Emergency crews did rush that 2-year-old to the hospital, but he was released the same day. Police say they have nominated those 4 people, the heroes, for the city's highest civilian award. Wow, that is incredible. So glad that little boy is doing okay. All right, turning to our forecast now. Man, it is so nice to see the sun as we're heading into like the back stretch of the week, right into a holiday weekend.
Exactly. You kind of hope that we see sunshine and maybe some warmer temperatures heading into the weekend. It's not going to be a perfect weekend coming up, but certainly we could do a lot worse.
Yes.
It's not going to be a repeat of Wednesday.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yes.
Exactly. So let's talk about it, shall we? Get you ready for not only this afternoon, but your Valentine's Day and your weekend. Here we go. Take a look outside. Check this out. Beautiful shot here. This is from the Houston Zoo. In the background there, the Memorial Hermann Tower, Texas Medical Center. But the elephants seem to sure be enjoying the weather out there. Sunglasses, you'll need them today. We don't have full sunshine. We've got some clouds sprinkled about here in southeast Texas, but overall, really nice afternoon, especially when you compare it to yesterday. North breezes 15, temperature 51 degrees. It is not that warm. You look out your window, you think, wow, it's a beautiful warm day. I'm going to put some shorts on, a t-shirt, head outside. No, that would not be advisable unless you're doing something very strenuous, maybe some running, and you're going to develop some inner heat because the atmospheric heat, it's just not there. It's cooler than normal today, 52 degrees. As we take a look at our Southwest Freeway camera, you can see some of those clouds there in the distance. North breeze 14, so temperatures 40s and 50s out there right now. We hold on to a wind out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour, so it's that north wind pulling in the cool air that's competing with the sunshine, which is trying to warm us up. So you factor everything in, and the wind chill still in the 40s in places off to the north of town. The hair, not so great today. We'll call it a bad day just because it is rather brisk, kind of breezy out there. It's going to be blowing around. Tree pollen is high today, so if you do suffer from allergies, you probably notice the high oak, the high cedar especially. Those are the 2 that are kind of spiking right now. Clouds and radar quiet here. We've got a cold front that's pushing rain off to the east coast. That's the rain we had yesterday. It's long gone. Behind it, chilly north breezes and high pressure settling in. So our futurecast for the rest of the afternoon, temperatures holding in the 50s. If we get lucky, some places down the coast may see temperatures just clip 60 degrees before the end of the day. Into the 40s overnight tonight, eventually 30s in some places, maybe a little frost to wake up to in Brenham, College Station, maybe up toward Livingston and Huntsville too. But as far as the freeze goes, not expecting it. Temperatures heading through the day tomorrow, much like today, close to 60 degrees throughout the afternoon. But I think we will see even more sunshine tomorrow for Valentine's Day than we have today. So that's good. But temperatures cool, nice cuddle weather, especially tomorrow morning and tomorrow night when temperatures dip. Should be a great way to kind of celebrate Valentine's Day. High pressure today, tomorrow. It will push off to the east as we head into the weekend. Weak low pressure system clips the coast over Sunday, maybe as early as Saturday night, bringing us a slight chance for a shower or 2. But most of the weekend is high and dry. Better chance for rain as we head into the mid portion of next week. Our next cold front comes in. So first half of the work week next week, probably temperatures in the low 70s. Second half, a little cooler than that. For today, though, cool. Chilly, breezy, 58 degrees, a little brisk out there, even though we do have the sunshine. So those windbreakers will come in handy today. And then into the weekend, increasing cloud cover. Temperatures up to 72 degrees on Sunday. Slight chance for rain. So not a perfect Chamber of Commerce weekend, but we certainly could do a lot worse.
Especially for date night tomorrow night.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, whatever plans you have for Valentine's Day, you should be in great shape.
Perfect. Eric, thank you. All right, do you need a tropical getaway, a paradise without breaking the bank? Ooh, yes, please. Coming up on Today on Houston Life, host Derek and Courtney giving us the scoop on a travel deal that apparently we're not going to want to pass up. Details, guys.
Oh my gosh, Christine, we've been having travel deals all week long. They just keep getting better and better. Before we get to that, Courtney's going to tell you about that. But Christine, you don't want to miss this. It's the Real Abilities Film and Arts Festival. Kicking off this weekend, the woman you see on your screen right now, her name is Mara Clausen from Maryland. Born with a rare disorder, through her art, she is able to connect with the world, and she is one of the featured artists at this weekend's festival. We're going to meet Mara on today's show and tell you more about the festival. Film screenings all weekend. It's a feel-good, great for the whole family event.
And all week long, we've been telling you about these amazing travel deals, and today is no different. Today, we are telling you about, how about the Nobu Hotel in Los Cabos, Mexico? Ooh. It's a brand new property, features 4 swimming pools, 13,000 square foot spa. Yes, special deals on hotel packages. By the way, the travel is between April through December. You don't want to miss this deal. It's fantastic for a Cabo getaway. All of that and much more coming up at 1 o'clock. Christine?
I really feel like Houston Life is the gift that keeps on giving every day at 1 o'clock. You guys are the best. We'll see you coming up here in just a little while. All right, well, first there was Impossible Foods and Beyond Meat. Now a new brand is getting into the meatless meat market. Coming up next at noon, what Kellogg's is planning to launch later this summer. A consumer alert to share with you for those who drive a Tesla. The company is recalling 15,000 Model X SUVs. There is a potential issue that can lead to a loss of power steering assist that could make steering harder and increase the risk of a crash. The recall involves 2016 models year vehicles. Tesla will arrange for the repairs and will also replace the steering gear if needed. Kellogg's is taking a bite out of the alternative meat market. It is releasing what it's called Incognito brand. There are 2 new products under the line, soy-based bratwurst and Italian sausage. They will be in grocery stores in June. The company will also release an Incognito burger sometime next month. Getting a live look now at the Southwest Freeway. The sun is out. It's still pretty chilly out there. Eric has another look at your forecast coming up on the opposite end of the break.
For less.
All right, we've got a little bit of a sun-cloud mix this afternoon. I like to focus on the sun part of that. Yes. It's going to be really nice, but as we've been mentioning, it is chilly out there. 50s, we've got a breeze out of the north, so windbreakers today, along with sweaters, will do you some good. We do get warmer into the weekend. Sunshine goes away by Sunday. Rain next week.
Here we are, Friday Eve. Yeah. All right, Eric, thank you, and thanks for joining us at noon. We'll see you at 4.